What to do, everybody? This is Courtney, and I'm here to talk about this new series that's on Amazon Prime called Homecoming. Okay, it's starring Julia Roberts and a cast of other motherfuckers. Now, I recognize Lip from Shameless. He on here too. And there's this brother on here. His character name is Victor Cruz. When I look at him, he reminds me of a young Denzel Washington. You know, chocolate. But okay, so this show is based off a podcast by the same fucking name. That podcast had like David Schwimmer in it. You know David Schwimmer from Motherfucking Friends, and another cast of another cast and stuff like that. So I think the podcast got like 2 seasons already, and it's been a minute since I listened to it. I think I listened like a couple of episodes, but I couldn't really get into it right then. It wasn't really my juice. But when I saw they were gonna do a series off of it, then I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to check it out. You know, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Probably go back and listen to Homecoming. You know, go to the re-listen to the podcast and all that shit. The episodes are short. This first one is not even 30 minutes long. Let me see. Yeah, it's 26:52. It's not even 30 minutes long. So they short. But a lot happens in them in that short amount of time and stuff like that. First off the bat, I like it. It's like mystery. We don't know if is it gonna have like a sci-fi slant to it or whatnot. Maybe it did in the podcast, but like I said before, it's been a few years. I really don't know. I'm gonna go once I drop this, then post this, then I'm gonna do a little research and all that stuff like that. But we're gonna do a quick recap. This might be a very short video, but really not that much happened. We're just gonna do a quick recap. Okay. Julia Roberts' character is named Heidi. She was this counselor, but I think she was more than a counselor. I think she was more than a counselor, whatnot. Basically, when soldiers come back from war or come back from on the field, whatever, and all this overseas, the job she's at called Homecoming Transient Center or whatever. It's basically, you could call it like almost like a halfway house or whatnot. To help you acclimate or whatever, help you get back into the swing of thing of civilian life. Help you find a job, find somewhere to stay, to work on your social skills or some shit like that, and help you get back in, because I'm quite sure you've been overseas or in war-torn countries and all that stuff, and you just deal with trauma every fucking day. And when you come back home and everything gets copacetic peace, it's almost like a culture shock. You know what I'm saying? I have cousins and all that stuff that was military, Marines, Air Force, Army, Navy, and all that. And they'll tell you, they say like it takes it takes a minute to get used to it. You know what I'm saying? So that Homecoming Center is sort of along them lines. But it's some dubious shit going on, people. Some underhanded motherfucking shit going on, y'all. Okay. So how I peeped that out was the conversation between Heidi's character and this dude named Colin. Now on the podcast, I'm thinking this Colin dude, that was David Schwimmer's character. And David Schwimmer got that motherfucking distinct ass voice. He sound like a criminal or some motherfucking cheap con artist motherfucker. So the dude that got playing him is not him, but their voices are similar. The way they talk real fast, and shit like that. And you gotta play catch up. If not, he'll either pull you in a lie, catch you in a lie or whatever, so along them lines. Okay, and let's do a quick recap. Yeah, let's do a quick recap. Okay, so we start off is Heidi's first day on the job and all that, and her first fucking patient, client, or whatever is Victor Cruz. That's the beautiful chocolate brother that reminds me of a younger Denzel Washington. But Victor Cruz, he come in, he's very polite. He seems open. He seems like he just goes with the flow. He's down for whatever. Whatever you need me to do, I'll do it. I'm just ready to get back out there and just, live life again, I guess. So, she go through the spiel. She'll introduce who my name is Heidi, yada, yada, this, I'm this, I'm that. And, do the whole preliminaries of, what all they need to do and all that. Her thing is, like, she asked them questions almost like a psychiatrist in a sense. And, ask them, how they getting along, how they liking their new deeds, what's going on with you today, and blase, and all that stuff like that. So when that happens, we go back. Now, mind you, this show is dealing with two different timelines, past and present. And the way, from this first episode, way I could see how they distinguishing the two is when it's in the past, widescreen, full screen, and all that. When it's present time, I don't know what's the ratio you would call that for the screen to be narrow or whatever, but that's how they do for the present. And now that's I caught that my second time watching this. And I was like, hold up, that looks different. I said, oh, so that's how y'all doing it. So, now we go to this, when the next scene comes, when it's the narrow screen, it shows this picture, this glass painting of some seagulls in the sea or whatever. It's stationed, the homecoming center is in Florida. So it's in Florida and all that stuff, pretty beaches, seagulls, and all that fuck shit. And so it pans and you look at, I'm like, okay, where we at? What we doing? And it's in this diner. And there goes Hattie. I'm like, girl, what you doing? What, this your second job or something? That's what I'm thinking. And so she's a waitress. And so she goes to this dude's table to take his order, and he looks like a suit and all this stuff like that. There's an older cat. Well, no, he ain't older because him and her about the same age. And I can't think of his name because he done been in a whole lot of movies, a whole lot of shows and all this stuff. And he asking her who she is. And she kind of weird, like, why the fuck you want to know? And you how you used to, I'm from the Department of Justice, yada, yada, yada. Did you work for the homecoming, whatever, how long ago that was? And, asking her questions, all this stuff. And she like, hold up, how about you get up, walk outside, I'll meet you in 2 minutes. Like that. He said, you want me to go outside? She said, yeah, go outside, take your ass outside. And so, does that. And, let me see. I'm trying to keep up with the timeline, y'all. So, give me a second. All right, I just want to make sure. Okay. So, they in that scene. Go back to the past. And Heidi, she up in there. She recording her sessions that she had with Victor. And a phone call rang. It's Colin, which I'm gonna call the con man, whatever. He's talking, ask her what's going on, how it's going. Now, if you pay attention to him, what he's saying, you'll basically figure out the underlying thing that's going on behind here. all about motherfucking drugs, bruh. Look like they using these po' boys, these motherfucking soldiers and shit, gonna use these motherfuckers as guinea pigs off these drugs, and basically use them as the case study and all this stuff, so they could get some drugs pushed through or whatever. It might be psychiatric drugs or whatnot and all this stuff. And them kids are gonna be the nicest that they practice on. That's what I'm getting. Because with the way he talking to her, see, she's trying to come from another path. She wants to build a relationship with these motherfuckers and all of these soldiers and all that stuff, gain their trust. Him, he don't see them as human. He don't see them as people. He just see them as numbers. And for what I'm thinking, Julia Roberts' character and all this stuff, with all push shut, she gonna be the whipping boy. So when the shit falls to shit and stuff like that, she gonna be the one to take the fall. That's what I'm seeing for right now. I might be wrong, but that's what I'm getting right now. And all that stuff. Because his main thing, numbers and all this stuff about these drugs. What about these motherfucking drugs? And then, she's like vetting these boys, trying to figure out who will be the best one for this motherfucking program. And all that. So, do she know what these drugs consist of? Do she know what these drugs, the side effects of these motherfuckers gonna do? So, and you can tell what the show is dreary. All faded fucking colors. The only color I seen that actually bright and look like it's alive is them orange ass motherfucking lamps that one dude was passing around and giving it to each of the rooms. And see, they ain't in a regular facility. They in an office building and stuff like that. So each of them boys, they up in like office spaces. That's their rooms and shit. So you hear that coming through and you like, oh, y'all, what the fuck is y'all finna do? And so she goes home. There's this dude there. I don't know what kind of relationship they had. What did they use? Were they used to be married? Or were they like long term or whatever? He's thinking about moving there, a change of scenery. She like, I need my space, bro. She ain't really looking for that. And stuff like that. I want to thank you for helping me move my shit and all that stuff. But your job beckons, and like he works for. He said Keebler. He said I hate that job. I said, bro, you hustling cookies. He said he don't hustle no cookies no more, y'all. So, and their relationship, it's just so. Ain't no fire, ain't no love, ain't nothing lost between them two. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they look bad. And so, you go to I'm trying to make sure, y'all. So, okay. So, we get to this room. It's like this interview and everything or whatever. And it's a room full of these soldiers. And, they like dressing like, some of it's like the main colors for the soldiers are gray and burgundy and khaki. Victor Cruz, like the only times I seen him in this episode, he have on a burgundy shirt and khaki pants. And same with Lip. Listen, whatever character homeboy gonna be in, what's his name? I'm gonna forever call him Lip. That's Lip. That's Lip from Shameless. And so this dude, he doing like a pseudo, you know how they do that fake ass interview and shit, where coaches you on what to say, your demeanor, and yada yada this and yada yada that to see about you getting a job. So they putting this position out the air, talking about like a shoe store or whatnot. And so homeboy, Victor Cruz, sailed through it, boom, butter. Another dude, his name, what they call him, Raimi? Is it Raimi? That is not that same man. He's like, he's over it, y'all. He's over it. He don't see the point. He's over it, and you know, he like, why is the fuck is we doing this? Like, I got a job, motherfucker. I'm a soldier. You know that he said, this man, fuck this shit, bro. And so they bring up this instant, like, what, you know, with him being a soldier and everything, what can he use for being out, you know, out in the field and everything? How would that help him at a shoe store? And he like, at a shoe store, what? And so he basically said that, you know, shoe size, he had got some boots that wasn't the right size, they were too small, and they would rub the skin off his big toe. He got an infection, then they lost his fucking toes. And the other dudes was ragging on him and shit like that, and he was sensitive about this shit and stuff like that. So, you know, he already had a motherfucking burr up his ass. And so he get mad, he get loud with the motherfucking interview and shit like that. He jump a little like he finna pop that motherfucker. And Victor Cruz get up, grab him by the shoulder, and then they go fight. Turn the whole fucking room a fight. Lip was able to break him apart, pull Victor Cruz to the side, and some more motherfuckers was able to pull the other boy to the side. And so we go to the Victor Cruz with Julia. And she asked him what happened, and Victor was like, that's not like me to act like that. He said, I don't like being, that's not like me, like that. And she was like, well, it wasn't your fault. He's like, yeah, it was. And she said, no, it wasn't. She opened up the tablet, you know, this folder and everything. She like, homeboy swung at you first. And, you know, his thing is like, he don't want to be out and, you know, with civilians, I guess, and just let their rage take over, and he just motherfucking spaz, and there ain't gonna be nothing to do to stop him. I guess to pop one in his skull or whatever. And so he brings up this instances about when he first got there, and there was this desk, and they showed this desk, and they highlighted and everything. The desk looked ominous like a motherfucker, and he's like, see, this desk has sharp corners. And only thing I could think about is banging my head on that sharp corner right here. I was like, oh Lord, really, bro? And so that was like, ooh. And so out of the blue, this, I don't know what the fuck that was. Probably some bird, endangered bird honks, and it like cuts the tension, cuts that dark or whatever. And, you know, they joke around talking about the bird this, bird that, you know, I could get rid of it for you. And she like, I'll be forever in your dead, and yeah, this. And I like, girl, you better shut up. You don't know gonna happen. And so she suggested, like, you know, you get a roommate and all that stuff. She said sometimes the soldiers, they do better if they have a roommate. And so he said he'll roll with Shire. Shire, that's Lip. I'm guessing that's Lip. And so we get to that, and then we get to the present. Remember, I told you the present is narrow. The screen is narrow for the present. So he is asking her these questions, homeboy from the DDG, Department of Justice, and he asked a question like, we getting complaints that the soldiers saying that they ain't letting us leave. How long did you work there? She's like, I worked there for 4 years. And she was a counselor. And he asked, his main thing, he asked her, like, okay, why you ain't there no more? And she said her mother was sick and she moved back, had to help with her mom. And he said, now you working here? And she was like, she had a career, she already embarrassed that she working here, blah, 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 and all that stuff, even though she had a full-edged career. I think she lying. But, so he asked these questions like, so you don't know nothing about, they talking about, or what was they testing on them and all these questions. He was trying, like, homeboy trying to figure out, like, how you act like you don't know nothing. And cause with her, Well, Heidi, she looking like, bro, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. It seems like every question he had, like, I don't know nothing. And, he was like, well, they holding him against their will? I don't know. And I'm like, girl. And so she asked me, you got a badge or whatever? I know y'all hear a little bit of the background cause I'm watching it. And he has a card and all that stuff. And then she had like, do you know what happened, whatever, to Victor Cruz or whatever? And she said she don't remember. And I was like, you don't remember? She like, I don't remember. And she turned right and walked up. I said, girl, did they swipe your memory clean? And it ends like that. This gonna be good, y'all. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I gotta play catch up on that podcast, but I don't know if I should listen to the podcast right now or should I just watch it. It's a short series. It's a short first season. Ain't the many episodes if I remember right, 6 or 10 or some shit. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be good. I don't know what elements they're gonna pull in. Government conspiracies, illegal tests. They gonna ain't no tell they probably gonna have them boys. Lord have mercy. The government ain't shit. So all kind of craziness. So I don't know. It's gonna be leaning on the sci-fi, lean or whatever. But whatever it is, I'm ready. It's good. It's good. It's real good. This is The Homecoming, y'all, on Amazon Prime. Y'all need to check this shit out. Check it out. Y'all might actually like it. But that's it. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below or whatever. And I'm gonna holler at y'all later. If y'all know any motherfucking shows, good shows and all that stuff, let me know. I'm looking for some good shit to look at or whatever. So I'm gonna holler at y'all.